I know why you're here. You got your hands on Wild Hunt Heathcliff, didn't you? Took one look at his skills and had a bout of sudden onset heart attack when you read his walls of text. But prithee, fear not. This video will explain his entire kit in a nice little TLDR, so you can go home and get back in the saddle. Literally. I've only had Dullahan for about 1 day, but if anything happened to them, I'd K-word everyone in this room and then myself. Welcome to layman's terms. Wild Hunt Heathcliff. Spoiler alert, the antagonist of Canto 6, the Heartbreaking, is an absolute powerhouse. At level 45, Uptie 4, sits at a healthy 184 HP, boasting 43 defense and a monstrous 3 to 8 speed. For a big guy lugging around a huge sword, he really knows how to call dibs, which will be important in order to play around his main mechanic. Don't worry, more on this later. Now, if you're like me, you probably saw his skill reveal on the Twitter page, got dizzy from the text, and then promptly keeled over and vomited when the second page came out. But hold your horses. Don't be intimidated by his rough and tumble exterior, because under all that armor, horse, and huge claymore, he's still Heath after all, which means his game plan is just about as complicated as all his previous ones, mainly involving charging in blindly and applying blunt force trauma to the enemy's face until they stop moving. The plan is simple, 2 parts. Step 1, mount up. Step 2, start offing bitches left and right. He only has 3 numbers you need to consider. Coffin, stacking to 10 times. Dullahan, stacking to 3 times. And how much depression the enemy has, aka sinking. In all cases, bigger number is better. So, big number go in, haha, big number come out. See, told you this character was easy. Unlike other characters, where one might start by introducing the skills, Wild Heath's mechanics all play off his passive and his defensive ability. While he's already a powerhouse by himself, mounting Dullahan allows him to transcend humanity and become God. Repeat after me. If you're not on the horse, get on the horse.
If you're not on the horse, get on the horse. If you're not on the horse, get on the horse. If you're not on the
Part 1. Mounting up. There are 2 main ways to help Heath play a little round of buckaroo. 1. Using his counter. 2. Being a loser. Wild Heath's defense ability is a unique counter in the sense that it's also a clashing skill. Unlike other characters that dodge or block, even his defense involves him butting heads with the enemy. While there is a lot of text on this page, there's only one that you really need to worry about, which is right here. Basically, it says, if you're not on the horse, using this skill grants you a free horse next round. No questions asked. God, I wish that were me. The other way to get Dullahan going is to be a loser. If 3 or more of your party members die, he also gets the horse next round. No questions asked. Don't even worry about being staggered out of it, because if you're about to get on the horse and you get staggered while trying, you'll just simply unstagger and do it anyway. I did say no questions asked. While horsed up, you get benefits like +3 offense level, as well as becoming the fastest man on earth with 4 to 9 speed, as well as life insurance and dental. Unfortunately, you also get rapidly more Sag every turn, but don't worry, we have ways around that. Part 2, the Heartbreaking. So you're on the horse, now what? Start farming, bucko. Those coffins don't fill themselves. For every turn you're on the horse, you get more horse. This is passive income that's great for the economy, and even T-Corp would agree with that. While on the horse, you also increase your ability to generate shiny doubloons, aka coffins. You get 1 coffin for killing a target, so using your daily drivers S1 Beheading and S2 Memorial Procession to snipe kills is your best bet, while waiting to draw your ace, your S3 Requiem. You can easily bank up to 4 coffins when you make a kill with S3. And if you're already riding the horse, Requiem transforms into the god skill Lament, Mourn, and Despair. You can instead bank 6 instead of 4 coffins when you kill with this massive skill. And don't even worry if you don't have it in your hand. You can simply just counter while mounted and get it on demand. It's seriously not even fair. Now please bear with me because this next segment includes numbers. Skip to this timestamp if you just want a TLDR. Still with me? Good. Every one of his skills benefits from his unique status effects. S1 Beheading gets additional clash and coin power hitting enemies with sinking. S2 Memorial Procession gains coin power hitting sinking targets, hits more targets based on your coffin count, and hits an additional target when you're mounted up, making you a glorified janitor when you mop up 4 enemies in one go. Finally, S3-S4. S3 gains huge coin power against sinking enemies, and does over double the damage when you finally graduate kindergarten and learn how to count to 10. If you're on the horse, you instead get this bad boy. This baby can hold so many bodies. You get an ungodly amount of base power hitting sinking targets, more damage hitting the depressed, more damage for being rich, and even more damage based on how beefy your horse is. The horse already gives you offense level, so this is the ultimate cash out for a big funny number, without even using an ego combo like Sad Frog Time Duck. If you happen to be poor while using this skill, you'll instantly get rich quick. And if you happen to be low on SP, you'll be able to use the coveted secret technique to beat depression. Just stop being sad. Wait, did you seriously skip the last part of the video for the TLDR? Ugh, fine. To summarize, your game plan is simple. Use your counter as soon as you can to mount Dullahan so you can start winning the game. Use your unfair speed advantage to pick only winning battles, allowing you to pick out fodder to build Coffin or stack sinking on beefy targets. Finally, finish them off with a 5 million damage nuke when you're fully stacked up. All that's left to do is to rake in the profits. Oh, and did I mention that when your team dies for the first time, you can just pay off the game so they just don't? They also come back as Hulkified zombies. Have fun. Thank you for tuning in to my first episode of Layman's Terms, a series where I help you skim over character ability so you can quickly get to the fun parts. If you enjoyed the video, please consider pressing the subscribe button, leave a rating for me to ogle at, and throw a comment down below about who or what you want me to cover next. Until next time, this has been Lazu Shen. Peace. Peace. Late.